evidence-based, and based and grounded in centering, I'm here for all of that. I will not allow at this point conversations that are divisive, just based on. I mean, you got people. Let's take a moment. You got people out there drinking fish tank water because yes, because of the hydra, the malaria drug, the hydra. What's it called? Hydra. I'm forgetting the name of it now.
Hydroxy something.
Yeah, it's hydroxy
Quin,
something.
qua.
Don't do that to yourself. You're live. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself.
I'm not going to do that. I'm going to
It
Google
knows what it is. Google it. It knows what it is. I see the words. I can't remember the pronunciation. But people are drinking fish tank water because they are trying to cure themselves of this. What are we doing?
hydroxychloroquine.
I mean, I knew the queen part, but you know.
You got the queen part. Hydroxychloroquine.
Yes. So yeah.
To be clear,
To be
no one
clear.
here, DPG with Dr. Nikki is advocating for the unprescribed use of hydroxychloroquine. We're not doing that. You need to consult a medical professional and have
real.
needs to have
For
your
real.
full medical history before you just go out there.
For
Okay?
real. And leave your fish tank water alone. What the fish supposed to do?
Poor fish.
What?
Fish.
I mean, is this Tiger King streets we on in these Corona streets? What is going on?
Don't get me Tiger King.
Shout
That is
out
not
Tiger
Dr. Nikki.
King.
That is just Nikki Coleman. You know, that'll take me out of my head space if you bring up Tiger King. And I'll go to a whole nother zone. Let's stay focused on community at the time.
Shout out to Tiger King. Y'all, you want to see the bouginess of Dr. Nikki fade away? You just mention Tiger King and see what happens. You can send yourself 6 feet under drinking. Hey, hello, Sister Holmes. Hello. You know what I'm saying?
But let me ask you this.
Absolutely.
Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. Let me ask you this, Thomas. I wasn't familiar with the fish tank water situation. Like, have multiple people tried this, or just one cool cat or one cool cat?
You know what? Unfortunately, my news sometimes comes from the obscure part of the interwebs, right? So here's what happens. I'm not a person who blocks out like a Fox News or a Breitbart. Why? Because I went to military school, and what is military thought? Know thine enemy. So my whole thing is I need to know what everybody is saying everywhere. And in some parts of America, it is being promoted as a wonder drug. If you can't get this drug, drink fish tank water because it's basically the same thing. And so people are promoting this, and they're putting up Facebook posts and all. Yes.
A news outlet is promoting this?
Yep, and I'm not going to tell you which one because I'm not going to do that, but I'll send it to you privately. I'm going to go and pull it up right now and send it to you privately because I
But here's a great example.
To give any sort of credence to that foolishness. Yes, ma'am.
Reach out and touch a community member and ask them.
Right.
God, just ask a friend.
Thank you.
Like, we really are talking about community. Yeah. That means being able to be. I always think humility and vulnerability sits at the core of what makes us best as human beings. So if you need to humble yourself to ask, I don't really understand how this works. Can you explain it to me? I think we should not just be accepting things wholesale like that.
But we gotta pause right there, though. We gotta pause right there. Because
I know they do, Brandy, degree, but I'm hoping somebody can talk sense into them.
But to a certain degree, you may be asking people to do something that they've never done before, right? That's one of the biggest roadblocks when in coaching, when I ask a person, you know, what are your goals? And they're like, oh, well, I thought I paid you to tell me. No, that's not how this works.
No.
So I have to educate them what it is first. they've actually paid me to do with them, and then go through the steps of doing it. So I end up mentoring before I can even coach. And that's what needs to happen now. People need to be mentored and coached into understanding that sometimes we can't rely on our own devices. Even the most intelligent of us need to reach out and say, hey, there's something I don't understand about this. Point in fact, today, the virus is now inside of a tiger in the Bronx. I didn't understand that. You got company, by the way. You got good company, too. You got good company. Look at you. I didn't understand that.
I know.
You're the one who said to me, it's an RNA-based virus, not a DNA-based virus. I did not know that. So finding that out for me was like, oh, now a lot of things make sense, because this is not about mutation. This literally doesn't have a boundary. It can go into anyone, anywhere, at any point in time. Punto. So social distancing is just that important because of this. But the first thing you got to do is, some people, you may need to explain what an RNA-based virus means and why that's so dangerous.
Oh, no, I'm going to say a lot of people, friend. Let's just go ahead and put that out there. A lot of people.
Don't be bougie. Don't be bougie and live.
I'm not, but it also does really make, a friend of mine, she was on here earlier, but she may have left because she is at work. She's a internal medicine doctor. And she's like, she just said kind of casually in part of our conversation yesterday, she's like, they don't have health class anymore in a lot of places. And I thought, oh, well, here's a major that kind of gap in individuals' basic understanding about
no health class,
no biology, and
no civics class. No civics class. You don't know how to be a good citizen. You don't know how to be a good neighbor. All of this stuff has been removed for some reason, and we have a lot of higher education and higher learning in terms of tech-based, et cetera, et cetera. But how can you code an app, but you don't know how to balance your checkbook? Think that's problematic.
Miss me on that. Miss me on that.
Like my girl, miss me with the You can miss me with the
that is a jam though.
Shout out to LaKaylee 47 right there.
47, you better get into it. Miss me with the BS. Yeah. I'm at a loss. Yes, Brandy said, what's a checkbook?
What's a checkbook? I see you.
But no.
I see you. But real talk, people don't know.
Yeah, probably not. I bet this one doesn't know. She wouldn't know.
No. And you know what? In her lifetime, she will probably never know what it is. Because you do online banking, you make the payment, it's ACH or e-check or whatever. Like, writing a check is... It's novel, dare I say.
Okay, I don't want to get you to do doggy tricks right now. I want you to go back downstairs. Not right now. Okay, but I do want you to go back downstairs. Get into this parenting realness that I'm dealing with right here. Shout out to all of the working parents.
Every single one.
I stand with you in solidarity.
You single parents. Yeah. Let me just say very clearly, and I say this with all love. Shout out to all my single parents, and not just single parents, parents in couples, parents in thruples, parents doing Big Love from HBO, whatever you doing. Shout out to all of you for reminding me why I have 2 cats and no kids. Thank you very much for that.
2 cool cats.
Because these cats are sleeping right now, chilling in the cut.
So lovely. So lovely. So lovely.
Cats around your dog.
I know y'all heard that.
Is she a guest host on the podcast today?
She is.
Did she feature herself? What is she doing right now? Who you trying to be?
She stays featured. She stays featured. That's why she got her own Instagram.
Tell her to be a sponsor. We got bills. We got bills. Be a sponsor, not a feature, boo.
So listen, if you haven't, so here's going to be your mental health homework for the week from Dr. Nikki. Find one point in this week, if you are not doing this regularly, but find one point in this week to schedule some human connection with someone that you love and care about dearly that has nothing to do with nothing. Just get on your phone, your device, your computer, whatever, and be with them. Did you used to do this back in the day, Tomas, when you were like a teenager, early teen, just starting to like date, and you would be talking to somebody, and y'all would be on the phone, not really doing nothing. You put the phone down, go run and get a snack, come back. Yeah, I'm still there.
You understand? Shout out to my girl Nicole Norton up in Albany. Do you know we used to get on the phone 6, 7 o'clock and be there till like 3, 4 in the morning, and my mother would come holler, "You tying up my phone line, get off that phone." And I'd be like, "You got call waiting, you ain't nobody calling you anyway."
Ain't nobody calling you anyway. That same energy, I need you to get that same energy in your life. It's wonderful. People are still doing all these club quarantines. DJ, we had Lil Jon and T-Pain doing the situation this weekend. We had Manny Fresh was on the ones and twos. Nice was still doing his thing. I know people have these Zumba classes and yoga classes and dance classes, all of that, and that's wonderful. Keep the body active. Keep the spirit active through music as much as possible. But I want you to intentionally take that same back in the day middle school energy and just be on a call with somebody and just be with them. There is no agenda other than being with, because that I'm convinced it is that level of connection. It is that level of being present that is going to sustain us all through this.
Absolutely.
Right?
And you know what? We've done that. We've done that on Duo. Where I'm like, "What you doing?" "Oh, I'm just checking this email." "Yeah, girl, I got you. Me too." Because you got to check your email, then you talk about it.
Check within the oven.
Exactly.
Let me go check my bread.
Wait a minute, you keep some.
And Brandy, so also shout out to B. Holmes. Won't you let us know about your story time? Brandy Holmes is doing story time with Brandy. I think it's every day. Is it Monday through Friday, Brandy? She might be gone. But she goes live on, she got all the platforms covered, honey. She got
Story
Zoom,
time. Okay, all right.
Zoom.
You know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to get together a list of people who are doing things like LaWanda's blog and Brandy's story time, and like just get a whole list of stuff together. I know Dr. Ebony is actually going to be reading from her book on like Tuesday, like Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, that kind of thing. So I'm going to just get a list of all these different things together and put them out there so that people can find this stuff, because there's so much amazing, and I keep using the word centering because I coach from that you-centered perspective. It's all about making sure you are the center of your own conversation. And so many people don't do that. So
don't do that. So Brandy is on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. She takes that Wednesday off to regroup, probably set her schedule for the week. It's live. I'm here to tell y'all. So she does reading with Brandy. She's been doing some freestyling.
Brandy.
She has had special guests.
I'm coming
You better
through.
get into it.
Okay.
With Brandy. And I think this. So here's my dream. My biggest dream is that through all of these reconnections, through all of these times to just be with one another, through all of the ways that we are collectively engaging in art. I did slow art event on Saturday night. That was so fire.
Look at you.
Ways that I know, I'm all cultured and shit.
And that's why you needed that wine delivery for your next painting class. You the model, ain't you? Let me find out. Let me see you up on somebody's wall, half naked.
Wait a minute.
Woo, yes.
No, I mean, just very quickly. Slow art. Look, slow art is a process where you have 5 pieces, and you just take 5 to 10 minutes, up to 10 minutes, to look at the piece, just be with the piece, then you switch, and then after you've done all 5 pieces, it's usually done with a group, and you discuss each piece.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So it's an intentional slowing down, intentional way of engaging the art. And it was so much fun because one of the things I said in my experience was, I don't not do that in museums, but I